that thousands of people are trooping here day and night. I post up who don't want to be seen, professionals who don't want to be seen, business people who think if they are seen with me, the government will interfere with their businesses. They are talking to me quietly, and I've received all manner of views from across the country. And I continue with that exercise. I am not yet complete. I had believed that by the end of 31st of January, I'll have a good report to give back to the people. And that is looking quite challenging because of the amount of views that are coming. There are so many people who want to tell me what they think we should do and what is our direction going forward. So I am trying to condense those views. Others are sending on email, others are sending WhatsApp messages, others are text messages. And I continue having very extensive consultations. And I hope that by the end of the month, I'll have something to give back to the people. If I am not ready, I'll ask for a little bit more time. I'm hoping I'll be ready by the end of the month so that I can be able to tell the people what people have told me. I have no view of my own. I am a people-centered leader. I don't make any decisions on my own. I listen to the people, and I have tremendous respect to opinions by the people and what the people think and what they feel. So that is what I am working on. Of course, I'll be saying about a vehicle, but that has come out very clearly in the preliminary proposals and opinions that have been presented to me. Many people feel that they are through with UDA and they want nothing to do with UDA and they want a new party. Many people feel that it was a very great mistake for us to join President William Ruto without our own party, and they feel we made a very serious mistake, and they feel that we need our own party, that we need to negotiate with other stakeholders going forward. Those are views that I continue collecting. And again, I want to confirm for the avoidance of doubt. The people who come to see me in Wamunyoro and they want various positions, my meeting with them does not in any way amount to an endorsement. I'm not endorsing anybody for any seat, and I cannot pretend that I can do that because it is the people who decide who their leaders are. I am a strong believer in the slogan by Kenneth Matiba. Let the people are bringing me their views. Others probably want to be seen with me and with a photograph. Probably they think it can improve their political fortunes, and there is nothing wrong with that. The beauty is that even those who want to oppose them, my doors are open. I've opened my doors to everyone who wants to come and be seen with me, have a photograph with me, have a discussion with me. So I want to assure my friend, you want to run as an MCA, in whatever outfit we shall be, the people will decide. Rigathi Gachagua has only one vote. Even the one of Pastor Dorcas, he cannot influence. He would have to talk to her if he wants her to move in a certain direction and persuade her. He cannot decide for anybody on who will be their leader, who will be their governor, who will be their MP, who will be their senator, who will be their MP. The people will decide. And I am a strong believer in the slogan by Kenneth Matiba, let the people decide. And that is what should happen in a democracy where everybody is given a chance to persuade the people that you are a good leader. So I want to beg you to hold your horses, allow me to continue with the consultations. They are causing a lot of jitters. You can hear everybody now is just abusing me in Western Kenya. The president and his team went there for a development tour, and Rigathi Gachagua has become the center of that tour. Instead of discussing roads, they are discussing Rigathi Gachagua. Instead of discussing water, they are discussing Rigathi Gachagua. Instead of discussing sugarcane farming, they are discussing Rigathi Gachagua. And I want to tell the people of Western Kenya to be very, very careful, to learn from us. The president was here for 5 years. He would spend 6 days here, he would spend 7 days here, and that's the way he convinced us to vote for him. So you be very careful. You can learn from us. You are just being rude the way he would us. Now he doesn't come here because we know him. You know, he cannot repeat the same thing again because he was here. He was here in church every Sunday. He was in every village. He knew every road by name. Now he's disappeared because the people of here have known him. They have known that all those things he told us were not true. They were lies. And he cheated us and he conned us. So I want to tell the people of Western Kenya to be careful. We have seen that script before. What is happening is what happened to Mount Kenya region. So he is 6 days, 7 days in Western, promising this, promising that. Nothing will come out of it. And I would like to ask the president and those in Western Kenya, please deal with the issues in Western Kenya. There is a road infrastructure that is very wanted. There is no water. There are no drugs. People have problems. The sugarcane factories need to be sorted out. Rigathi Gachagua is not the solution of the problem.
Enyewe Gen Z ndio siku hizi wanawika. So lazima tupevue kwa TikTok.
They are just discussing Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua is not a road in Busia. He is not a water pan in Vihiga. He is not a hospital in Rwanda. How come you have trivialized a whole tour of a region to one person? You are just discussing a person instead of discussing the issues that are a challenge to the people of that area. And also it's good to respect the people. Who is corrupt in this country? When you talk about incompetence, the people of Kenya know who is incompetent. That is where we are as a country. That is sheer incompetence. If you ask people in 2 years what has happened in this country, that is sheer incompetence. So when you talk about people who are corrupt, people who are incompetent, are very intelligent. You know, it's the way we used to have in Nairobi, a pickpocket would snatch a bag from somebody and then would point to the same person and say, thief, thief, thief. And then the people would run against that thief. But people are very intelligent today. When you speak to people in Western Kenya, in Kenya, they know. About corruption, they know. About Adani, they know. About the 104 billion program for Shah.
Your Excellency, we've lost you.
Still for the house. Hear me now?
Yes, now you're back.
So yes, I was just saying, Asante Sana, next question.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Excellency, sir. And I would like to say something here. In the comment section, I can see people are asking about SHA. That one we had discussed earlier. You've joined now. Your Excellency, our Mr. Rigathi Gachagua had already answered that. I have 3 questions here. Are you safe? How is your security, Your Excellency? The other question is, appointing so many CS from Mount Kenya, is that a way of dividing Mount Kenya? And the third question is about social media. Kenyans are using social media so much to express their grievances, but we are being silenced. Abduction, our pages being hacked. What do you think should be done? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am safe in God's hands, and I am good, and God has taken care of me, because at the end of it all, it's God who protect us. My security was withdrawn. I am not bothered, and criminal gangs have been sent to attack me. You know, in the Muru in November, criminal gangs with the police escort were sent to assassinate me, and they wanted to kill me, but God saved my life, and I want to thank the people of Bibirioni and the young people who protected me, that they were not able to do so. On the 28th of December in Shamata, a policeman in uniform was sent to disrupt our meeting, and he threw a tear gas canister at me. Again, the people defended us and we were fine. Last weekend, members of a criminal gang were sent to attack my wife in a prayer meeting in Kamukuji grounds in Nyeri. Again, God took care of her and she was safe. We have seen the revival of a criminal gang here in central Kenya by government, by the president, to try to disrupt my meetings, to intimidate me, to attack me wherever I go. But the young people in this region and other places in the country have taken care of my security, and they do take care of me. But above all, we trust in God to take care of us. And we want to say that trying to intimidate me and disrupt my meetings so that I don't go for meetings will not work. Everybody in this country knows I'm not a coward. I am not easily intimidated. We'll continue going for our meetings, and we want to ask our people to continue offering security to our meetings wherever we go, so that those who are being sent to attack us. Appointing CSS from Mount Kenya is a good thing, there's no problem. But if the intention is to win the Mount Kenya back, it's an exercise in futility. I did tell President William Ruto along the way that the people of Mount Kenya hate deception and betrayal. And I told him that the people of Mount Kenya hate betrayal, and he himself is a beneficiary of the people's distaste for betrayal. When the people of Mount Kenya perceived like he was betrayed by President Uhuru Kenyatta, they decided to support him to show their distaste for betrayal. And I did tell him many times that if he betrays the people of the Mount Kenya region, they'll never forgive him. And I told him betrayal in Mount Kenya region is unacceptable, is unforgivable, is an abomination, it is a taboo. And once it has occurred, there is no remedy. Even if he appoints the whole cabinet from Mount Kenya, nothing will change. Even if he was able to revive Dedan Kimathi, Mwai Kibaki, Jomo Kenyatta, and appoint them to his cabinet, nothing will change in the Mount Kenya region. Even if he was to revive Githaiga and Mombi and the 9 daughters, make Githaiga his deputy president, make Mombi his prime cabinet secretary, make the 9 daughters, Wachera, Waithera, Wanjiru, Wambui, and all as cabinet secretaries, nothing would change. The mountain is gone and gone forever because the mountain hates betrayal and hates deception. Those are two things that the people of the mountain hate. So no amount of appointing anybody in this region will change anything. The people are through with President William Ruto because he betrayed the region and he deceived the region. And there is no remedy. That is a matter, that is a closed chapter. And I start to be corrected, and in the fullness of time, he'll come to know. And that is why you find he's getting very irritated that when he sends condolence messages in a funeral, people refuse to listen to them because they are through with him. And you know, in our community, a funeral is a very solemn moment. In many times, even those who are perceived to have killed the person who is being buried, if you attend that funeral, people still allow you to say something and they never ask you. So if you find people of this region have refused to accept your condolence messages, they are through with you forever. And it is unnecessary to harass Justin Bieber and Muturi. That they are harassing Justin Bieber and Muturi and saying that he's the one who organized, who incited people to refuse to listen to the president's condolence message. That is not true. And Bieber and Muturi was really abused by the president. He wrote him very offensive messages at night, accusing him of having incited people to refuse to listen to his condolence message. That is very, very unfair to Justin Bieber and Muturi. It is the people of Mount Kenya region who refused. And they will continue refusing because the president betrayed them and deceived them. And as I've said, once you do those two things, there is no remedy. It is over. And I had warned him that that is what will happen, but he chose not to listen. In terms of social media is a revolution. And is the real thing. And we are very happy about social media. You know, a long time ago when we had KBC, you would be able to censor news and only let people know what you want them to know. And that is how the people of this country were governed. Today, even if you bribe the mainstream media not to broadcast what Rigathi Gachagua has said, the social media will do it. In fact, by the time we get to the evening news, people through social media already know what has taken place. So we really want to affirm TikTok, the X space, the Facebook, and I want to encourage our young people to continue using the social media as a tool of change, as an oversight mechanism for this administration. Our young people, we really want to salute you, and let nobody call you criminals, and let nobody tell us as parents that we have brought up our children badly. We haven't. We have brought up our children very well. That is why they are keeping the government in check, because they are intelligent young people. They are creative people. But I want to tell my children agencies, I love you so much and I have tremendous respect for you and your capacity to bring transformative change into this country. But I want to plead with you that what you are doing on the online space is not enough. You have a date with destiny. It is our young people who will sort out this country. It is our young people who will create the right leadership in this country. I want to tell our young people, much as we appreciate your contribution so far and what you have done for us, you have so much to do. You must take IDs and register as voters and turn out to vote. Your vote is what will count in this country. It is the Gen Z and the millennials who will determine the next leadership of this country. I want to affirm that you have done very well. I want to say congratulations. I want to thank you for your patriotism, the love for your country and for your motherland. But you haven't achieved what must be done. Please take your IDs, register as voters, and come out and vote. And take part in the decision-making process of this country. Take a very important role in determining the next leadership of this country. Our young people, this country is in your hands. We depend on you. I really plead with you. Please don't just stay behind the smartphone. Go a little bit further. Register as a Kenyan, have an ID, and register as a voter. And when the D-Day comes, by 3 a.m., be on the queue and vote. And guide your parents on how to vote. You are more knowledgeable than we are. You have better perspective of what is happening in the world. You know much more than we do. You have more exposure. Through their own.
Your Excellency, we lost you. We lost you a few seconds ago. So maybe we can...
space. Please, you. I was just telling the Gen Zs and the millennials that they have a duty of destiny. They cannot just work on the smartphone. They have done so far well on creating awareness, but they need to do a little bit more. They must register. They must have an ID. They must register as voters. They must come out to vote. They are the ones who will determine the next leadership of this country.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, the People's Deputy President. We appreciate you so much, and all very excited. And with your permission, I have a few questions being asked here. It's like our people feel the work you have done today is wonderful, is great engagement, and people are so excited with today's engagement. One question that is coming around is, are we likely to be able to host you in the next few days? Because it's like, with your permission, we may not want to diversify from the language that we're speaking today, and probably the next sitting we could be able to address. I have seen, including my own mother here, amekuwa akiuliza clearly your reminder. So I would be with your permission, if we would be around.
I think I agree with you. Let us. I think I agree with you, or Kirima people. Then we can speak our language and speak our issues. I think so. Let us not mix the two today, because we have spoken to the country, and I can see my time is now running out for the next meeting. I think we have done very well. We have spoken to the country. I would be very happy if you create another forum for us to talk to our Murima people in our own language, our own issues. Not that we talk against anybody else. We talk issues that are specific to us, that are unique to us as a people. And we have never talked against anybody, and nobody should ever feel uncomfortable when we speak our language. We never talk against anybody else. We just talk about ourselves, because every community has its own unique issues, and there are issues that are very specific to themselves. So if you agree, I request that we'll create another forum for the Mulima people, and then we can have our own discussion.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. I would wish to, with your permission, we have so many people on Facebook, YouTube. They are all like, we are so excited with what is happening today. I will pass this word around, and with the inclusion of all the stakeholders who I believe are our voters and our friends who are both out in the diaspora and in the country, we are going to set a meeting probably in the next 5 days with your permission. And with this, I would like to say something that really touches me. Whenever I see a reader like Honorable Kenneth Matiba, when Matiba was the CS for transport and the country was going down, he felt it was time to give up the comfort of being a cabinet secretary. Matiba had everything that anybody would have yearned for. Gachagua has everything that any one of us would yearn for. But when we say, I put my country first, we know the route that Matiba traveled. Our people, our young men and women, have honestly said, we are with you. They are with you. They will be with you. And my closing remark for tonight is, men do not make history. They are made by men. Great men are the specters of history. Abraham Lincoln, like I always say, that great man said, I may not be alive to see our people get free of slavery, but I'll do everything I can, including signing the proclamation. He said, I'll do this for my people. Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, we will tell you this. We are behind you. We are with you. Do whatever is possible. Do what is necessary. And the millions of Kenyans who are yearning for the changes, our young men and women, 70% of the population in Kenya are the Githaigas, the Gen Zs. Can we support these young people? Can we count on these young people to support you in the journey that we are traveling? The next time we come here, which might be very soon, we want to hear whom our partners are in this political journey. We know you've given so much. We know if you wanted to resign, you would have resigned and you'd be having your pecs, and well, you'd be enjoying your pecs down there. Our greetings to Mama Boys. Mwambie ninaambue anapendwa sana, and the people in the diaspora are like, we still want to have a date with you, but in the next 5 days, communication will come to you when we'll be sitting. Until then, we say, like the great President Mwai Kibaki, when the Times in 1973 said the best president we'll never have in Kenya was Mwai Kibaki, and that still came to pass. He became the president after almost 30 years. The greatest president that we will have, going by the way we are, will be